Siya ang miyembro siya sa kumpanyang NDEC, ang manufacturer sa PCR lab na atong natawat diri sa Bohol sa niaging semana. So at this point in time, nihangyo na ako si Dr. Matibag na step by step tayo sa proseso para mahibawan nato ug mapasabot nato sa mga tawang operasyon sa usa ka PCR lab nga containerized. So yung first step, ito na yung ano.
Okay. Pasok dito. For a laboratory personnel, yung mga laboratory methods natin.
So laboratory lang, mga nagtatrabaho lang sa lab na to ang pwede pumasok dito.
That's the security side natin.
So ito yung first door natin.
So if you enter, pasok po tayo dito. So this main area natin will be your donning area. So ito yung magkakaroon ng parang dress area. You have different PPEs or different levels of personal protective equipment. Depende sa area na pagtatrabahuhan, yun yung magiging gagamitin natin. So the two areas pagpasok natin will be your reagent preparation area and then your sample extraction area. Relatively clean, and then this is the more important or the dirty side siya. So first, this is a walkthrough process. So the door should be properly closed naman siya. So totally closed siya.
So ito dapat nakasarado.
Yes, walkthrough purposes na tayo.
So anyway, as you said, ito yung ano yung distinction, ito yung relatively clean, ito yung
the dirtiest kasi dito yung sample natin.
Dito ginagawa yung sample.
Yes. Okay, so first floor, we have your donning o magsusunod tayo ng level ng PPE na mas mababa. You can work here. So this is your reagent preparation area. Dito po gagamitin yung biyahan tayong mga gamit, yung mga test kits will be placed here. Prepare yung mga materials. So pag na-prepare natin yung workstation natin dito, yung materials na gagamitin para doon sa pag-sample preparation, ita-transfer din sa kabilang room, which is your sample extraction area. So ang output natin dito is yung material na nandito, the reagent itself, and then dadalhin po natin ito sa ating secured pass box. So if you notice, secured siya. So interlocking. So what we want to make sure is walang papasok unnecessary na items sa kanila and vice versa. So interlock. Lalagay. So that door, that lock won't be open. This is open. And closed. So tightly sealed siya.
So pag bukas to, sarado yun. Okay.
Para ma-maintain na hindi papasok yun at the because that's the dirtiest.
Anong ginagawa ng machine na to?
That's your PCR cabinet, the manipulation of your equipment by your reagents in the box. So these are stations na kailangan para sa biosafety. Very, very important to get the proper equipments na certified, qualified yung gagamit natin because that will be helpful and very important sa pag-function ng laboratory natin.
Ilan ang kayang i-store na reagents dito?
That can hold up to 5,000 test capacity. That's a -20 freezer po. So dyan dapat, very important rin na ma-maintain yung temperature because the kits, reagents are temperature sensitive.
So 5,000 reagents. That's mean, ang isang reagent, isang pasyente.
Isang test, isang pasyente. So 5,000 tests.
So 5,000 ang kaya i-store niyan. 5,000 kits. So pagkatapos
natin sa reagent preparation, next level will be the most important or not the most difficult side. This is your sample extraction area. Full level PPE protected yung trabajador natin or yung laboratory natin yung papasok po sa labas. So the first step for a laboratory personnel dito is getting the samples from the sample reception area. So going back again, these are the pass boxes that are secured, making sure na walang papasok na hangin at saka items na hindi controlled. So, if you notice, there's an outer area doon. That outer area is where you will receive the samples. That's the sample receiving area. So, a person will bring the sample there, yung mga ice containers, the Pullman types, regulated yung size natin, properly processed or properly packed para hindi magkaroon ng spillage. Ilalagay from the outside here, and then the laboratory personnel working here, control ulit, gets it, and then brings it to the more important equipment, your biosafety cabinet. So your biosafety cabinet, all manipulation po ng mga samples will be air. Protection para sa tao nagtatrabaho because air will be drawn up para mag-contaminate, and then hindi siya makaka-apekto sa mga nagtatrabaho dito at hindi rin makaka-apekto sa sample na pinag-prepare natin. So, the idea is kapag nag-prepare ka dito ng sample, ine-extract mo yung sample or yung hinahanap mo. Sample extraction. Pag meron ka ng sample extracted, lalagay natin, prepare natin dito. This is your workstation. Kukuhanin natin dito yung reagent. Kaninang reagent, yes. And then, gagamitin na siya para meron kang sample na ready to run for your PCR. PCR is the polymerase chain reaction. Ito yung process para ma-detect mo kung meron kang RNA or yung virus doon sa specimen mo. So, pag na-prepare mo na siya, bring it here. Ilalagay na natin again. Very important. Pag na-control mo siya, ilalagay dito. Close it. Interlocking pa rin siya. And a person from the PCR machine will now get those samples para i-run for sampling. So, dun yung sample preparation. So, lahat ng preparation is unilateral. The person works in one direction, bawal lumabas kasi gusto natin sige siya. But the specimen will be from here, works here, process, and then run.
Tsaka yung sinasabi mo sa akin kanina na parang bago tayo mag-taping na isang flow lang yung hangin. So parang paki-explain nyo, ano yung ibig sabihin ng isang flow lang ng hangin?
Okay. One of the requirements po sa mga laboratories natin is to make sure that it's safe para sa trabahador natin or the laboratorians natin. So the airflow should be also unilateral. So walang papasok na hangin na hindi dapat pumasok at walang lalabas na hangin na hindi dapat pumapasok because we're working with infectious materials or infectious agents. So yung hangin dito flows out pa ganun, and hindi dapat pupunta dun sa clean area, and hindi dapat lalabas dito sa mga areas na to, which can affect yung operations ng PCR machine and also can affect the person receiving the specimens from nila. So kumbaga, you're tightly sealing this sample extraction area, which is the dirtiest area, to make sure that the airflow goes in one direction and not travel anywhere.
How do you assure that yung mga...
Yes po.
How do you assure that flow?
So part of the requirements will be doing commissioning reports on airflow, smoke tests para pag ginawa niyo po, makikita niyo na yung hangin o yung smoke pupunta sa direction na dapat din pupunta siya.
And the air system here.
Yes po. So that's included in the commissioning parts, which is the very important part when you're having a laboratory, making sure na everything's functioning well. Also, to make sure for safety purposes, the air coming out of the laboratory is safe outside. So there's no threat po. May iba po nag-worry na kapag may laboratory. Wag po kayo mag-worry.
Tinanong ako dyan.
Opo. Una, the location of the laboratory is advised that is not near traffic, which is also related naman po sa lahat ng COVID-related activities. The preparations and perfection were also considered. But the air coming out is safe. So, open air siya, so there's no concerns of being infectious.
Ito, anong ginagawa nito?
This is the autoclave. All materials na ginagamit ko rito, this will be processed here. Although yung mga infectious materials dito natin, na decontaminate natin, added decontaminations is yung mga ginagamit natin materials, decontaminate natin sa autoclave. Para pag lumabas po, yung mga waste materials, like basura na, it's regular waste material similar to a hospital. So no added or no extra treatment for the waste na lalabas dito. This is an access door na cannot be accessed from the outside. So protection po yung sa labas, biglang pumasok dito, magpakontaminate, hindi po. Ang pwede lang magbukas ng pinto dito ay yung tao na dito pag tapos na siya magtanggal ng gamit, tapos na siyang mag-wash, pwede na siyang lumabas, access, siya lang pwede. So again, access key pa rin po. You can't go here kapag wala kang access key. So, ang papasok po dito is the laboratorian na in charge sa pag-process ng mga PCR samples. You have your donning area. Low-level PPE siya. Hindi siya kasi tulad ng mga nanood. So, pwedeng mask and gown lang siya. May washing area pa rin siya kasi mag-handle pa rin man siya. So, after putting the PPE, pasok po siya dito. This is the workstation of the laboratory personnel in charge with running the PCR samples. So, if you notice, this is a very important machine. This is your PCR machine. After getting the samples, they'll run it in this machine. We have your computer and your printers. Dito po yung actual reading. So the wave na parang tinitingnan para ma-detect kung positive or negative yung RNA. This is your Bio-Rad CFX96. Very, very efficient. Trusted brand. Usually po, ito yung ginagamit natin open system. It's compatible with a lot of kits. So some difficulties with some brands will be you're limited on the different kits or the kits that you're going to use. So if wala yung specific kit, hindi mo magagamit yung machine. So it will be affecting your operations and output.
Naman tinatanong ako dun ng mga ibang mayor kasi bumili daw sila ng PCR swab test kits. So, I assured them na open yung platform natin. Kahit ano pwedeng gamitin dito.
That's correct. With this versatility po ng machine ito, this machine is actually compatible with most of the test kits. So, kung may difficulty sa supply, and if you have or you have a sample kit or a kit that you want to use, most often than not, it's compatible with this one.
Pwedeng buksan yan?
It's close po siya.
It's close niya. So, but this thing must be very expensive.
Yes po. Close to 3 million po to. This is a very trusted brand, and then yung nga po, the versatility of the open brand ito. So, shipping in the system itself, kompleto na rin po siya. Tapos, I would say this is one of the most in-demand PCR machine, and you're very fortunate that you have one here. The processing is part of the DOH. Yung DOH natin, may set guidelines for the release of the results, and then also for monitoring the results. So you have your encoders natin. Part of the governor's activity dito is kasama na po yung sa pagbigay ng laboratory is the training, very specific po. So sometimes there's difficulty getting training for the people na magtatrabaho dito. Our people or governor made sure that the people will be trained specifically for the use of this laboratory. So magiging very, very adept sila sa pagtrabaho. So sanay na sanay po sila. This is the sample receiving area. So, pwede pong satellite from somebody na nakakuha ng samples from a swabbing area, nakalagay na dun sa box. And then, pwede na pong i-receive dito. Pwedeng i-log siya, and then somebody can receive it. Pag na-log na po siya, box, press, lagay, seal. So, again, emphasizing the need for protection for the person here, and also preventing air from the inside laboratory going outside. So the box is secured, tightly sealed, interlocked, and then to close.